Hi. Against my better judgment, I am making a video because it'll help me explain all the crazy things that I did to your resume. Um, what I'm using is information from a career course that I took recently, and I want you to take or leave anything that I'm sharing with you because yours looked really cool and it had some really good stuff. And I tend to rip things apart. So, like I said, take what I have or leave it, use your judgment. So, some of the things that they mentioned, and I'm going to be looking at something over here while I'm talking. So, one of the things they want now is a summary statement with sentences. So, I did one of those up. I also moved education up near the top since you are going to be a recent grad. That is probably one of the most important things that you want people to know. Additionally, I just took out the expected graduation because usually when you put a future date, they know that it's expected. Then I put a category in there called clinical experience because you're going to be brand new to the field and don't have any work experience in the field. I thought it was good just to throw some clinical stuff in there. And I made it all up just by looking at stuff online. So yeah, do what you will with that. But I think I made up some pretty good stuff. Then after that, I have your work experience. And another thing that the class recommended, sorry, I have an itch, is to use bullet points and not sentences. So I pulled out the stuff that you had, turned them into bullet points. And then I also looked at some job descriptions for surge techs, and I imagined some of the things you may do as a current manager at McDonald's, and I threw them in there. For example, ensuring safety, sanitation, storage, and security protocols. I don't know. Again, I'm making stuff up, but I want you to peek at it. What else? The other thing, the volunteer experience, I just shortened it way up because I think you saying children's church volunteer is probably enough information. I'm losing my voice for some reason. So I am going to be attaching this version. It is not nearly as pretty. But it kind of follows all the guidelines of the current class that I took. Another piece of that was to have everything 12 points so it's easier to read. So I'm just going to send it. Like I said, take it or leave it because I like to mess around with things. But anyway, that's all I got. If you have questions, let me know. I will hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.